Hey guys and welcome. This is The Front Yard, a game about two friends who work with a lot of meat. And that's all I know. Let's get to it. While based on real circumstances and places, this game is a work of fiction. Any characters that reflect reality are results of coincidence. Furga. Pancakes. On Tuesday mornings, my mother would make pancakes. Up. They were never that good, always burnt at the bottom. Mom was in a rush, so I could never blame her. I remember it clearly. Making them took up so much of her morning that by the time me and my brother had woken up, she'd be rushing out the door. She quickly wrangled my shoulder-length hair into a ponytail and kissed our foreheads as a half-hearted goodbye. But Ma would put effort into the pancakes. I knew that much. She wanted us to eat well. I know that much. Furga. Ma, I'm tired. 10 more minutes. Even the pancakes can wait. Fergal. Pancakes? What the hell are you talking about? Oi, hurry up. We're going to be late for work. Don't go 10 minutes. I already give you 20. Fergal? This guy. Fergal! Stop doing that. Then wake up. Don't pinch me so hard. Fine, I'm awake, okay? Jeez. Change, would you? We have to leave, now. Ponia Adamantite. I probably butchered that. Sorry. It's probably waiting for us too. Have some respect. Yeah, whatever. Alright. From the looks of it, I think we're an alcoholic. Ready? Yes, I am. As ever. Let's go then. Eon. Or Oin. I'm gonna stick with Oin. Good morning. I was wondering if you two will be working today. You're going to have to hurry, if that's the case. The others just left. Ponas, good morning to you as well. Yes, we, Fergal, had a rough start this morning. Damn. But it can't be helped. We'll be off now, so don't worry yourself too much. If we leave right now, we should get to our buildings with enough time to spare. Is the walk to the packing buildings that brief though? Whenever I go along with the other men, it feels like quite the trek. Not to mention the trains, you know? A young boy was crushed the other day. Stories like that seem to be becoming the norm. But like I said, Ponas, you don't need to worry. Today is any other workday. We just happen to be a bit late. Besides, neither of us take the route along the tracks. The trains only go by the stockyard, not the butchering and packing buildings. Well, if you say so. Dahlia is busy today, so she sent me to give you lunch. Ham today. The butcher has some good cuts this week. Hey, these look different than usual. He says his ham. Really? I see you jumps. Oh. Your accent is getting better. You said your pronunciation is improving. I wish mine was. So, well, Asio Jums Labai. Prasum. Don't let me hold you any longer. You have work to get to. Thank you again. Give Ponia my best wishes. Alright, cool. Let's get to work. Alright, let's get to work. Not sure which way work is. I'm gonna guess this way. An apartment. Okay. What's behind this door? An apartment. Got it. Okay. The Yards of Chicago, 1883. A district of Chicago entirely dedicated to meatpacking. I'm from New York, so maybe I don't have the right to say anything, but it's filthy here. Dead cats and dogs litter the street. Some get eaten by other animals, bugs, vultures, and such, while the rest get thrown into trucks that are supposed to discard trash. In reality, the cars just end up rotting and then for days on end. So picking them up is just as useless. I'm sure they're not the only thing creating the terrible smell of these neighborhoods, but they certainly contributed to it. There's also a mice problem. Well, I'm not sure I can call it a problem. It was so normalized. I remember when we first moved, Fergal was scared of rats. He says he's gotten over it, but I doubt that's the case. I don't even know where to start with all the trash. I'd assume that, with time, I'd get used to the foul odors that pre-made through this bubble. I wonder what it'd be like to smell fresh air again. Hey. Is my Lithuanian actually getting better? I'm not gonna lie, it's far from perfect. But it's also far from what it was when we first came here. Your improvement is pretty impressive. Oh. A compliment from Sober Eon. How rare. Just take it, would you? I'm being honest. Even if you only know basic phrases, you could probably pass as a child of Lithuanians. That's definitely a stretch. Have a bit more confidence in yourself. Even Angelica can understand your broken sentences. I can't tell if her knowing more English than I do Lithuanian is oppressive or embarrassing. At least some things change. We made it. Just as you said, it was time to spare. Maybe I'll start sleeping in more. Don't even think about it. You had to skip breakfast. Oatmeal gets old fast when you've been eating it for over a year straight, Ian. Skipping the same taste as much is like a blessing. Fine, whatever. See you tonight. Bye-bye. God, for someone who hates working, yeah, sure does value routine. I wonder what he's like once inside. See, Ian and I work in different parts of the packing buildings. There's the famed stockyard itself, where all the cows and hogs and sheep are rounded up in tiny pens. Then, there's the butcher and packing buildings. I assume that because I'm bad with tedious stuff, I work with directly killing cattle. Just swinging a sledgehammer straight to the center of a cow's skull. Nothing too complicated. Ian handles the more hands-on tasks towards the end of the line. I'm not sure of the specifics, but I'm pretty sure he cuts bigger chunks of meat into smaller ones. It's a lot bloodier than what I do, I'll say that much. If I had to touch that much raw meat, I'd go insane. All that blood and gunk. Well, If Ian can come home every day looking the same as the last, I shouldn't be too concerned. I guess that's our routine. Ian wakes me up, we eat oatmeal, then we walk to work. And of course, the best part of the day, coming home. Ian gets off before me, so he should be back by now. Alright, let's go back home. God. I'm going to take that as an indicator of a good day. If you like hearing screams as someone gets found on the tracks again, then yes, now you had an amazing day. Another train accident, huh? A worker this time? No, a mother. Her son ran onto the tracks and she started chasing after him when... At least lunch tasted different. You're uncharacteristically optimistic. Compass. Type. Did you pick that up from this morning? I'm shocked. You should need me to translate whatever opponent says for you. Ian. You might think you know everything about me, but I'll have you know that I'm a very perspective person. You? Perspective? As if. You're denser than the meat we work with. You're not funny. Now I know you're making stuff up. Cut the crap, but yeah, lunch was good for once. Surprisingly. Never in my life did I think I'd be so excited by 2 slices of ham. The bar is in hell. That it is. Where are you going? I'm still hungry. You're cooking dinner? Sure, why not? That's rare. Well, I'm not going to stop you. If you mess up, you're paying for the groceries next time. Fine. What to make? I'm pretty sure we have some sauerkraut left. Soup it is then. Alright, let's make the soup. Once you got the grains, you can make the soup. Alright. A cabinet. Seasoning brass and cooking utensils are stored here. While it's rare for you to buy meat, you keep what you have on the bottom shelf. Obtain salt and pepper. Alright. What's in here? Cleaning supplies and alcohol. Alright. The broth should have been in there. Should look elsewhere. Probably inside here. A chest full of canned and dry goods. There are a couple of unopened alcohol bottles as well. Obtain potatoes, sauerkraut, and carrot. I think that should be it. That's not it. I found the item we were missing. The broth. It was in the room. You wonder what that can was doing here. That's exactly what I'm wondering too. Alright, let's go back. Now we can make the food. Ian, it's ready. I just used leftovers from last week. The bread might be a bit stale, but no, it's good. I'm excited. It smells great. Thank you for this meal. Salty. I'd figured you'd say that. The bread tastes good with it, though. You're getting better at cooking. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to make pancakes someday. Girl's gone to take a shower. It's pretty late. You can sleep whenever you like. It's warm here. The air is thick, suffocating. You use every breath you take. It smells terrible. Intestines choke you. Fat fills your lungs. Meat embraces you whole. this place again. What in the world happened? He's sleeping. How can he do so in such peace? Go to work? Yeah. It's been many years since you first moved here. Since you left the nice life you had, surrounded by people you loved, to become a man. Is that what this is? Being a true American man? Is it standing in a pool of murky blood, limbs buried in guts, and leftover fat? Is it the dizziness of spending hours on end in a room full of other miserable workers, air thick with bacteria and sweat? Is it abandoning comfort, the rawness of a real city? You made a mistake. You made such a huge, irreversible mistake in coming here. The moment you stepped into work for the first time, you threw up. Shouldn't that have been a sign? The measly dimes you receive aren't enough compensation for the turmoil you've been through. You dragged an innocent Virgo along with you. He was hopeless at the time, and the hope you gave him was beyond false. It stinks. It stinks of murder and shit. Cows and humans, you can't tell the difference anymore, nor do you care. That makes you no better than everyone else. It's all the same now. Everything bleeds red at the end of the line. If you put a human heart in front of them, would they even be able to tell the difference? But you eat it all the same? It's warm here. The air is thick, suffocating you with every breath you take. It smells terrible. Intestines choke you. Fat fills your lungs. Meat embraces you whole. Good morning. Virgil, were you watching me? Look, you were tossing and turning and all that, and I got worried. But I was also just generally intrigued. It was kind of funny. You're terrible. I'm not. Screw that. Can I worry for once? You look awfully rattled. It's fine. I'm fine. What time is it? Late enough that you had to skip breakfast. This guy. Alright, let's go to work. I wonder when the mundanity of this routine will end. Another long day of work. Sleepy. Alright, we should probably head home. I'm home. Oh. Virgil. You're back late. Yeah, drinking this early? What are you talking about? It's like I said. You're the one back late, Virgil. Stop saying my name. Huh. So rude. Come on, you look miserable. Have a bottle or something. Take the edge off. It's sad to drink alone. Give me that. Ian always had this problem, if I'm allowed to call it that. I always come back later than him, but on Friday nights he procures 1 or 2 bottles, offer me half or a quarter and drown in the rest. I never ask him why, but he'll often start rambling about some. You know, Back in Lithuania, they used to have a huge drinking problem. You don't say. I do, and you know, the craziest part is, the bishop started a sobriety movement that worked. Yes, how'd you know? Lucky guess. Or maybe it's because he told me a billion times. That's damn lucky, if anything's ever been. Virgil, I don't say this much, but I'm glad you came here with me. I'm not sure if you regret it or anything. I know sure as hell would if I were you. But having someone like you makes life a lot more bearable. I'm just glad you're my friend, Virgil. Friend, huh? Do I regret coming here? Yes, often. I regret it so much. But all that Eon did offer me an escape. In the grand scheme of things, he was just as naive as me. Miss, excuse me. He was just being a polite boy. 8 years ago, when he... Miss. Are you talking to me? Sir? Hold on. Did you just mistake me for a girl? No, I didn't. That isn't important right now. You don't seem like you're from around here. Are you lost? Either way, you shouldn't be out here so late. It's not safe. He could have just left me out there, after realizing I wasn't a girl, and yet he... Sorry to have you take the floor. We don't have a guest room, so... I'm shocked my parents agreed. They rarely let me go out with the other boys here unless they know them from church. So them allowing a stranger to stay is quite... Your name is Virgil, right? Where are you from? And if I may ask, why are you traveling so late? Virgil? Ah, right. You must be tired. Sorry for bothering you, and sleep well. Good night. Just one night is shocking enough, for sure. It ended up being 3. It was quite selfish, overstaying my welcome. But what can I say? I grew to like Eon's presence. I'm sure if I had it my way, I would have stayed at his place forever. What? So your mom just makes you keep your hair long because she likes it? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That it is. It's a bit confusing, too. That's what I keep telling her. She never listens, though. Once I get to where I'm going to shave my head. That'll teach her. Speaking of which, where are you going, exactly? That part of New York that you're from is a good ways from here. You walked all the way here? Yeah, I walked. I'd figured it'd be more manly thing to do. That's a bit stupid. Shut up. Let me tell you what my plan is. See, I have 2 younger twin brothers. And after they were born, my dad left to some other part of the city for work. It's not like he's completely out of my life. He sends money back and letters and stuff. He's just not home. I don't remember him much either. And I'm getting sick of my mom. She's a tailor, and her job is quite time-consuming. So she's always irritable with me. My brothers get special treatment all the time. Just because my personality doesn't align with what she sees as a perfect eldest child, doesn't mean she has to limit me so much. So I just decided one day to teach her a lesson. I'm gonna find my dad and live with him from now on. Plain and simple. Seriously? That's your justification for running away unannounced? Yeah. Isn't it valid? Virgo. Instead of continuing this journey, I think you should go home tomorrow. Huh? What are you? Your mom just seems to be a busy woman. Would you say she's abusive? Of course not. Then go home. She's probably worried sick. And write me back when you do, okay? We're friends now. I want to keep in touch. Alright, I will. Words cannot describe how grateful I am to knowing Ian for sending me back, because, well, my first letter must have come as a shock. Dear Ian, I hope you are faring well. I have arrived home safe, but I arrived bearing terrible news. Ma has passed away in the time I was gone, supposedly due to a disease they could not pinpoint. Dear Virgo, this deeply saddens me to hear. My deepest condolences. I'm sorry, all I could do is write. I wish I could be there with you. Yeah, I wish she was there with me too. I tried to keep my first few letters brighter, but I'm sure my grief became more prominent. Dear Virgo, how are you? School has been quite rough, but I've been performing well in my classes. Dear Ian, I have seen better days, but similarly, school has been alright. My grades were never great, so I suppose what they are now isn't too shocking. Dear Virgo, it's summer. My family will be traveling soon, so my letters will be sparse. Dear Ian, sorry for not writing it so long. Have you returned? Dear Virgo, yes, we have. I was worried you wouldn't write back. I have attached some photos from our vacation. Ian, sorry for not writing again. It looks lovely. Dear Virgo. Ian. Dear Virgo. Virgo. Dear Virgo, I hope this address is still applicable. Are you looking for work? I have an offer that just might serve us well. Write me back if you are interested. Your friend, Ian. Dear Ian, yes, this address is still my own. Please let me know the details. I am interested. Many thanks, Virgo. I'm not sure why Ian ever offered I come with him. We live miles from each other. He could have easily asked the people near him. And yet, he asked me. Was it out of pity? Had he picked up on how much the guilt of not being with Ma in her final moments had hit me? Well, even if that's why, I'm glad he did. Even if all the deaths in this place scares me, at least I have Ian. A few days later. More work done. This gets awfully redundant fast, doesn't it? I bet it does. Alright. Ah, Virgo. Ian. Rare to see you in here. Are you taking the bed for once? Yeah, if you don't mind. Huh? Why are you acting so polite? Of course I don't. Thanks. Are you alright? You haven't been looking too great since that nightmare. I'm alright, okay? It's just... Don't look at me like that. It's just a small cold. I'll be over it if I sleep. Well, if you say so. I trust you. I'll take the couch. Sleep as long as you want. Thanks again, Virgil. A drink or two never hurt. A few weeks passed, and Eon's health deteriorated greatly. Truth be told, I'm not sure if being given the news or witnessing happening before your very eyes is worse, but I felt helpless, useless. Yet the world moved on, or rather, it never stopped in the first place. Cleavers and sledgehammers still swung, knives still sunk into flesh. The hazy smell, I didn't even let up. The sickeningly cyclical lifestyle of the stockyard stopped for no one. Someone disappearing is just another slot to fill. Without Eon, it became harder to live in this building too. My broken sentences only gave me sympathetic smiles from the out of my eye. I'm sorry, Eon. I'm sorry that you felt the need to bring me somewhere far away from my sadness. Was that the only reason this whole endeavor seemed meaningful? I'm sorry. Maybe if I had never written back, you would have found purpose among the parents who loved you so. For in a loveless, blood-soaked, that sad world, such as the back of the yards, I doubt there's any purpose to either of us being here. I'm sure I'll die a death as silent as yours. Damn. That took a turn. Well, that was the front yard. Later.